I know. I watched it. Yeah, when I was doing the hockey game, we had it on in the press box. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Nick, let's go.
Somewhere.
Good evening from Milford, Delaware. Tonight we bring you an opening round game of the DIAA Division II State Football Tournament. You're watching the Citadel Concepts pregame show. Good evening again, folks. I am Benny Mitchell, and it's playoff time. We welcome you to a special edition of 302 Sports High School Football, live from Millie. It's Saturday night.
I love
It's round one of the Division II State Tournament. And tonight, we have a rematch from Week 6, where the Milford Buccaneers snapped the Woodbridge Blue Raiders' 18-game win streak with a 20-6 victory. The winner of tonight's game will go on to face Wilmington Friends in next week's semifinal. Let me bring in my broadcast partner, Sean Brennan. Sean, you can look at tonight's game two ways. Milford has the advantage, having already beaten Woodbridge last month, right here on this field. Or you can say, hey, Woodbridge has the advantage because it's hard to beat a team twice in the same season.
Well, absolutely. It is very difficult to beat a team twice in the same season. And when you look at how these two teams are playing right now, Woodbridge, since that loss, has been playing out of their minds. And last week, really, looked like they had the game won at Delmar. So they're playing great football right now. Milford, they had the Battle of the Bell last week. Big win for the Bucks. So both teams are playing kind of good, but I think right now, Woodbridge right now has been playing out of their minds.
Right. Well,
since
the news
that loss.
all week would Troy Haynes play today after being ejected in last week's game.
Yep.
And it wasn't decided till Thursday. Haynes won his appeal. He will play tonight at quarterback. And then we find out Milford will be without their quarterback tonight.
Yeah. What a big loss, too, for the Bucks. We know the offense goes through Bowman, but tonight, it's definitely going through Bowman tonight, losing your quarterback. It was great to see the DIAA get that right call.
Get it right.
Yeah, and it was a situation where I didn't think there was an ejectable offense.
Right.
And so to see them get it right, my hat's off to Tommy Neubauer and the crew at the DIAA.
Well, let's talk about Woodbridge
Finally
first.
get it
8-2,
right.
4-2 in the Henlopen South. Their quarterback, Troy Haynes, 32 of 59 for 54%, 785 yards, 14 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. But the big man for the Woodbridge Blue Raiders is the Ocho, Jamon Kane. 116 carries, 1,103 yards, 13 rushing touchdowns. He's got to get it going tonight if Woodbridge is going to go to the semifinals.
Absolutely. Offensively, Woodbridge must get the Ocho going early. Kane is a big, big part of this offense. Big young man, ton of speed, runs behind his pads. I love watching that kid run. He's an old school kind of running back that I used to just love to coach.
The guy we'll focus on again tonight. We called his name a lot last week. We called his name a lot against Lake Forest. The linebacker, Brock Keeler, 100 tackles, 15 tackles for a loss, 3 fumble recoveries. Sean, this kid just has a nose finding the ball carrier.
Hey, he's an old school Butkus type of kid. He runs sideline to sidelines. He gets after you. And I just love watching him play. He brings the wood each and every day.
Well, we're in Division II, so let's talk a little bit of how the brackets are shaking out so far. Last night, number 1 seed, Delaware Military Academy, they fall 34-13 to the Henlopen South champs, Delmar. Also last night, AI DuPont, having lost once already this season to Howard, they come back and score a touchdown in the final minute 5 seconds of the game, and they beat Howard 36-28. Next week in the semifinals, number 2 Howard will host number 8 Delmar. And then this afternoon, Wilmington Friends, they beat Tower Hill, their rival, 2 weeks in a row, 14-6 this time. The winner of tonight's game will travel. Game will probably be played at either AI or Tower Hill, but they will play Wilmington Friends. In Division I, upset last night, number 5 William Penn beats number 7 Sussex Central 12-7. They will now play Middletown next week in a rematch. And then today, Hodgson 13, Cesar Rodney 0. they will travel to Smyrna. And, John, I told you before the game, Division II folks ought to be happy that they are a Division I team now because they are huge.
So big, so physical,
folks,
and
we're
they
going
can
to
get
cut to
after
the national anthem. And that was the Milford High School band with our national anthem. And, Sean, let me tell you something. Real quick, I'm going to be up front. If I say Darius Hale on the carry, it's not my fault. That kid must have carried the ball 35, 40 times today for Hodgson. I said Darius Hale on the carry so many times. I might slip and say it tonight. I don't know. Kid, 182 yards today. He didn't score. I tell you what, he kept the Caesar Rodney offense off the field.
Well, you might be saying David Bowman a lot tonight. Yeah. So, he has a tendency to carry the ball 30-plus times a game. So
here we go, the last spot, the last game of the division of the high school state tournament, and this will be definitely a last home game for Milford, no matter what. Woodbridge is going to be, if they win, they're going to be road warriors this year. So here we go, folks. Milford kicking it off. Delmar to receive. It's time for some Division II DIAA football playoffs, and the kick is off, and it's going to be taken at about the 22-yard line, and it gets it out to about the, about the 25, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Raiders.
That's good coverage that time by the Milford kickoff team, doing a real good job of staying in their lanes. There wasn't really much running room that time for Woodbridge.
1st and 10, Woodbridge goes first. They're at their own 25-yard line. And a little wing T formation. It's going to be a handoff to Kane. He's got some running room. He's off and running. Sean, goodbye. Jamon Kane, 75-yard touchdown to get things started. First play of the game. Blue Raiders strike first.
Yeah, a little ISO play to the short side of the field where they were running slot. Great blocking up front by the Woodbridge Blue Raiders. And let's be real, when the Ocho gets in the open field, it's all elbows and butts.
That's right. Woodbridge strikes first. The Blue Raiders, they struggled to score here. They didn't score an offensive touchdown. It was a kick return.
Yep.
Last time. They strike first play of the game. We say he must have heard the broadcast. He must be streaming YouTube through his phone and heard that the Ocho has to get it going. On the kick is Rust, number 24, Dylan Rust. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. It's good, and we're going to go to our first commercial timeout with the score. Just 21 seconds into the game, the Woodbridge Blue Raiders 7, Milford 0.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around, and Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Scott.
And welcome back. We're coming back. 75 yards for Jamon Kane. The Ocho gets the Bucks going. And, Sean, you know, that's a tough way to start a game if you're Milford.
That's a statement, though.
And you're without your quarterback, yeah.
That's a statement. You're here to play.
Rust is on the kick. And Pooch kick to about the 28-yard line.
Great
and hit right away, maybe a gain of 2. The Blue Raiders, they're making a statement all over the place in the first minute, Sean.
Well, you know, they came here for Milford's homecoming and just kind of didn't look like themselves.
They laid an egg, let's face
you know? And so this is another opportunity for them to show this Milford crowd who they really are.
Buccaneers, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. And let's see what they come out in. We know they're without their quarterback.
Well, they have to get something positive going on first down.
And we're running pistol here. Who we got at the quarterback there, Sean? Is that Bennett?
I can't see any numbers, Benny.
And that's going to be Price going off the left side. And he's going to be dragged down out of bounds at about the – stepped out of bounds at the 50. First down, Buccaneers.
Good counterplay that time, and a really good job of misdirection. You know, they did this to Woodbridge the first time, too. Everybody thought Bowman was going to get the ball. They started off early with giving the ball to Price.
Quarterback is number 8, Marquise Gillis for Woodbridge. Or, excuse me, for Milford.
Well, that's how you get started on first down.
So now Bowman goes to the quarterback position in the Wildcat. Or maybe he's just playing quarterback. We'll see. And it's going to be another handoff to Price. Oh, he's hit by Keeler at the line of scrimmage.
Keeler recognized that play right from the get-go.
He said, you're not coming through my gap.
No, sirree. Find somewhere else to go.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 for the Buccaneers. And I talked to Jed Bell a couple weeks ago. He said he doesn't blitz a lot. That's just Keeler's nose for the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he understands where his gap responsibility is, and his read took him right there.
2nd and 11. Bowman with a handoff to Price, and he's going to get about 3 yards on the play. Brought down again, this time by number 54, Joshua Benedict. And assist made by K.J. Mosley.
Well, now you're sitting at 3rd and long. Don't have your passer.
Right.
You're pretty limited.
And Bowman's wearing two pairs of gloves.
Yes, he is. So it's difficult situation. The Bucks do not want to be in 3rd and long situations.
3rd and call it 7 for Milford. And it's going to be Bowman right side. He's going to push it across to inside the 45, but he's going to be about 3 yards short. Sean, you're the coach. What do you do here?
I punt. It's 7-0, I understand, but there's 10 minutes left in the first quarter. I'm punting, hitting the ball deep.
We were doing the CR game today, and they went for it on a 4th and 2 at just about midfield and drew the chance of no respect from the Hodgson folks. They just don't understand that's how we do it down here.
Right. Well, that's how Milford's doing it too, bro.
Right.
That's why we're in here and they're down there.
Right. And that's Bowman.
Nowhere to go.
He's gonna get the first down.
That was all David Bowman that time.
Right.
That was great second effort. You know, he leads this team with 1,650 yards rushing, 28 touchdowns. Benny, he is the all-time leading rusher at Milford High School with 5,103 yards rushing. He's got 70 TDs. And that time, he was not going to be denied.
Right. 1st and 10, just inside the 40 for the Milford Buccaneers. Bowman at the quarterback, split wide to the left is Gillis.
Oh.
And that's going to be Price, and he's just nowhere to go. Benedict in on tackle again. Correction, that was number 21, Jordan Waters.
Yeah, Bennett kind of cleaned it up. Waters got there first.
Gain of 1 on the play. So it looks like they went one play with Gillis at quarterback, and now Bowman has taken over. 2nd and 9 for the Buccaneers. Pistol formation, And then the back moves back into an up back position. Hand off to Bowman, and then he hands off to Price. He's got some running room, and he's going to take it down inside the 35 to about the 30, call it the 34. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
That was a nice little play that time. Little counter ISO kind of a situation.
Yeah, we saw Milford at Delmar, and early on they were able to move the ball, and then the second time around, not so much. Delmar made some changes and shut down. Let's see if Woodbridge can do the same thing. 3rd and actually it's going to be a 3rd and 4.
Well, that Delmar defense wasn't even respecting wide receivers towards the end of that game.
3rd and 4. And it's going to be Bowman. And he's got some run. He breaks a couple tackles. He's got the first down. And he's going to be inside the 25. First down, Milford.
That's their second first down this series. And this series looks pretty good, Benny. That's a nice little play. Bowman gave a good belly ride that time, and it was really difficult for the Woodbridge defense. Did he give it or did he keep it? Excellent job by him learning how to ride the belly.
1st and 10 at their own 20, or at the Woodbridge 24-yard line. Bowman in the pistol, slot to the left, split wide to the right, and it's going to be Price up the middle, and he's got a guy to beat, and that's touchdown, Milford. Rayshawn Price takes it in from 24 yards.
You know, we talk a lot about David Bowman, Benny, but Rashawn Price, 547 yards rushing on the year, and that'll be his 4th touchdown of the season. Price can get it done, and a lot of times we forget that he's got speed too. He got in that open area, boy, and it was all over but the shout.
On to kick number 22, Jonathan Gaglione. The holder, Dalton Nordberg. High snap, he gets it down, kick up. And it's good, 7-7. The Bucks answer. And folks, we'll be right back after this timeout. First quarter action in the DIAA Division II state playoffs. Back to Milford, folks. We got a ball game. The Blue Raiders, they score on their first possession, actually the first play of their first possession, and then the Bucks march down the field and score themselves. It's now 7-7 first quarter. Gaglione to kick it off, and he kicks a line drive knuckleball, picked up about the 20, or about the 16-yard line, and that's number 21, Jaquan Massey, and he's going to be down at about the, call it the 27. 1st and 10 for the Blue Raiders.
Well, that was just a great return by Massey that time, doing a good job of trying to get to the wall.
Right.
The thing that I really liked most about it was he was patient.
Right.
Because there really wasn't nothing there, and he was able to squeak out some yardage.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Blue Raiders. Ball at their own 27-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff to Kane. And he's going to pick up about, call it 3 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Jamon Kane that time did a good job of cutting back because it looked like he was going to have a 2-yard loss. And here he turned something positive into a first down run that time. So good vision. He's showing good vision early tonight.
Milford changed up a little bit there. They didn't try to tackle him with one guy that time. They put 3 hats on him. And that's how you're going to bring him down. 2nd and 7.
Well, and that's what they did, Benny, during the homecoming game a couple weeks ago.
I formation, I think a false start on the center, didn't get the snap off.
Well, I think they're going to call that on one of the tackles for Woodbridge.
Well, we're going to talk about it. I saw a black jersey come across, then I saw the tight end move. And it's going to be encroachment on the Buccaneers. Mark off 5. That's going to make it about a 2nd and 3, Sean. Much, much better position for the Blue Raiders. It really opens up the playbook here.
Well, that absolutely, because, you know, you got your quarterback back.
Right.
And they do a good job of play action pass.
2nd and 3. I formation. It's going to be a toss to Kane. Has some running room on the right side. And looks like he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I think he fell forward. He knew where the sticks were. So he did a really good job of finding those sticks and making sure he was 1 yard past. So it's a nice little drive that the Woodbridge Blue Raiders have going on right now.
First and 10, I formation. Haynes under center. Hand off to Kane. Makes a move to the left side. Makes another move. He's got the first down. Sean, you would think he would learn from last week. He's got to put that football away. Almost fumbled it there.
Yeah, we saw him last week trying to get that extra yardage, and it turned into a huge turnover where Delmar took the ball and went down for the winning drive at the end of the game.
First and 10 for the Bucks, or excuse me, for the Blue Raiders at their own 49-yard line. Bucks look like they're playing a little bit of a 4-4 here, Sean?
Yeah, they've been switching back and forth a lot this year between a 4-4 and a 6-2 look. Here's your play action.
As
pass.
Haynes, he has a man open. That's Brewer, and Brewer catches it about the 15. And, oh, fumble. They're going to call that a forward lateral.
That will be a forward lateral. Again, just be happy with your catch.
Right, what you got.
You know.
No, they're going to wave it off. They're going to call it a fumble, first down.
That was a huge, huge pass. Both receivers were wide open. I thought the post was open for a touchdown, to be honest with you. But Brewer doing a great job of concentration that time.
First and 10 at the 11. That's a handoff to Kane, or excuse me, number 3, KJ Mosley. Nowhere for Mosley to go. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 11 for the Blue Raiders.
So the advantage right now so far, the play action pass.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Both teams running the ball really well. But boy, that pass looked really good.
Second and 10 for the Blue Raiders. And it's going to be up the middle with the number, is that 17, Tajon Hammond. Yes, 17, Tajon Hammond, the fullback, with the carry. One thing I've noticed Milford does is Ocho goes back and forth between fullback and running and tailback.
Yeah, we saw that last week as well. Late in the game, the Ocho went to the fullback.
Right.
He was doing a really good job of blocking those linebackers from Delmar.
3rd and 5 for Woodbridge. I formation. Slot to the top of the screen. And no gain for Kane.
That's a big stop for this defense. You know, when you're in the red zone, you got to score touchdowns, bringing up a 4th down.
And on comes the kicking team. So Dylan Russell try to put the field goal through. He's going to be about 5 yards further than an extra point. So, and the holder on this guy, remember, is Gabe Westcott. So
yep. He can throw it.
He can throw it. He can run with it. And he's mainly receiver, but.
And he has good pedigree.
Yeah, yeah. Good snap. The hole's down. It's up. And it makes it. Yeah, field goal is good. And the Blue Raiders go up 10-7. So, folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout and be right back. Boy, Sean, we're running some commercials tonight with all this first quarter scoring, aren't we? Folks, we'll be right back. Milford, folks. 10-7. Woodbridge lead. Russ kicks it off, and it's going to go out of bounds. And give, I would assume, would Milford probably take the ball at the 35?
I'd make him re-kick it.
You think he'll make him re-kick it?
I would, but that's why I'm here.
Right. Well, there's some big guys walking on the field. So.
Not dialing up plays.
And it looks like Milford's going to take the ball at the 35, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bucks at their own 35-yard line.
That was a big stop on third down
Yes,
by the
it was.
Milford defense, only giving up a field goal. You know, you got the ball first and goal. You got to punch it in there.
$3:59 to play here in the first quarter. Woodbridge with the 10-7 lead. Bowman in the pistol. Slot to the right. And that's a handoff to Price, and he maybe got 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, this play hasn't been real successful for them against big defenses. We watched them try and run that same play all night against Delmar. And just a straight dive play out of that pistol formation. It's almost like they're running an inside zone.
Yeah.
But there's just real no cutback lanes for any running back to get through.
Second and 8 for the Bucks. And they're going to go split left and right. And it's going to be Price again, but Brewer in the backfield, and Keeler cleans it up.
Yeah.
Probably a loss on that play.
I thought Brewer was actually going to get him, and then out of nowhere,
Right.
our whole Buckeye style linebacker.
You're running away from Brewer, and you run into Keeler.
Oh.
I mean, so 3rd and 10 for the Buccaneers.
I think, honestly, I'd rather run into Brewer.
Yeah, backwards into him.
But, you know, Brewer's an old school kid, too. How many guys play wide receiver and defensive end?
Defensive end, yeah. And can throw a football like a baseball 40 yards, right?
Yeah.
3rd and 10 for the Bucks. And a little confusion. They're going to go doubles to the right, and it's going to be Bowman going off the left side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and pushes forward for another 2, and then wrapped up.
No, they went.
Gain of, we'll call it 4 on the play, brings up a 4th and 4.
Yeah, they went to what I used to call the old bandit flex, try and spread out that defense to get some inside run game going. There was nowhere to go.
No. And, of course, they haven't thrown a pass yet, so how long before Woodbridge just shows no respect to the passing game and just puts 8-9 on box?
Which is what Delmar did to him.
Right.
Did to Milford the big game in week 9.
Yeah, right now Woodbridge is showing respect to the passing game. Mm-hmm. 2 guys back deep. Gaglone in the punt. High snap. It's over his head. He's able to pull it down. No rush. And it's going to be a low kick downfield.
Oh.
And it's going to take a big Milford bounce down to about the 10-yard line. And that's where it's going to be down.
Big mistake. Woodbridge lost about 15 yards on that by not fielding the ball.
I think it was bouncing. He just wasn't trusting the bounce there, it looked like, over on the far side of the field.
Yep.
And I guess it's better to take it on the 10 than to turn it over.
Right.
So Woodbridge takes over 1st and 10 at their own. I guess they're going to call it the 11-yard line. Minute 46 to play in the quarter. Here we go. This time be Kane off the left side, and he's going to get it out to about the 15, gain of 4 on the play.
And that's not bad on first down. I mean, you want to get somewhere between 4 and 6 yards on first down. But I'll tell you, Benny, this quarter's going fast. We're already down.
Yeah, we're almost out of the first quarter. This morning's game just dragged. It was like dragging a center block through sand at some point. This one moving fast, a lot of scoring, and here we go. Woodbridge, 2nd and 6. And hit and spin at the line, and not brought down, but whistle dead. That was number 3, Mosley on the carry.
Mosley better protect the football because I saw him, instead of using 2 hands in that crowd, he switched to 1 hand.
Gain of 2 on the play, 3rd and 4 for the
When you're propped up like that, a defense likes to come in and strip it out. 2 hands
and
in
let's
a pile.
face it, fumbles. Fumbles is what cost Woodbridge the game last week. 2 huge fumbles.
Yep.
3rd and 4 for the Blue Raiders. Haynes under center. Slot to the right. And it's going to be Haynes on the keeper, and he's going to be pulled down from behind.
And that play,
loss on the play.
That play just took too long to develop, Benny. Too long. And the pursuit by that Milford defense on 3rd down was huge. Woodbridge now 0 for 2 on 3rd down, folks.
Well, let's see if Coach Manlove lets the quarter run out and kicks with the wind to his back. And that's what they're going to do. As time runs out here in the first quarter, your score at the end of one, the Woodbridge Blue Raiders 10, the Milford Buccaneers 7. Folks, we'll be right back with the second quarter. Welcome back to Milford, folks. Start of the second quarter, 10-7, Woodbridge. On the punt is Dylan Rust, and he'll be punting with windows back. And right away we get whistles as they struggle to get the chain set. Looks like the chains may have come apart.
It looked like it broke. That's happened here at Milford before, too.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
It's time for a new set of chains.
It might be.
So we got to clip the back on, and here we go. 4th and call it 7. And Dylan Rust on the punt. Good snap. And it's an end-over-end punt. And it's going to be a very short kick, and it's going to bounce around the 40, where it's going to be down by the Blue Raiders. A great field possession for the Bucs, and a late flag.
I think this is going to be on Milford blocking the back, maybe.
Wow, why are you even blocking?
I have no idea. Silly mistakes have
right.
hurt this Buccaneer team all year.
Blocking the back. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So still pretty good field position at the 50, but not like it's at the 40.
True. That's their second penalty for 15 yards total.
Right. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers at midfield. And Bowman brings the play in from the sideline.
Yeah, and they better do something other than that inside zone on first
right.
down. They've had no success with that.
Double slots, both sides. Bowman calling for motion, and nobody's moving now. Goes into motion. And that's going to be Bowman to the right side. And he gets about 4 before he's hit. And spins and goes down to about the sideline. Gain of 4 on the play.
And I'm going to say
2nd and 6.
Just like I said last series with Woodbridge, that's what you want on first down. You want to make sure that you definitely get 4 to 6 yards on first down.
2nd and 6 for the Bucs.
So that was a change-up. Last time they did the bandit flex, they ran inside zone. This time they run bandit flex and are able to actually get out on the edge.
Bowman in the pistol, receivers both sides. And that's going to be all sides on Woodbridge, trying to jump the count. That was number 10, Brewer, and he was 5 yards deep by the time they blew the flag.
He was pinning his ears back, boy. He
right.
was coming.
2nd and 1. Bowman handoff to Price. He's hit, but dives forward for the first down.
Yeah, they had nice play there, but he was tripped up by number 54, Josh Benedict. Did just enough to grab the shoelaces and trip him up that time.
So first down for the Buccaneers. Inside the 40 at the Woodbridge 39. And Milford hurrying up here. They not taking a lot of time in the hole.
Exactly what I was getting ready to say.
Price off the right side, hit in the backfield. He's going to pick up 2 on the play. That was number 3, Mosley, on the whiff in the backfield. Just kind of stuck an arm out there and slowed him down.
Well, he did enough to slow him up
Right.
and let his defense pursue.
Second and 8.
I'd really like to see Mosley wrap that up, though, and then you have a big loss. You know, they have to make sure with Milford's speed in the backfield that they do a
Wrap
good
him up,
job
yeah.
of wrapping
Keep him in
up.
front.
No grabs.
And Bowman in the pistol again, and it's going to be a toss to Price, looking to go on the left side, cuts back inside, and Brewer in that tackle, also number 54, Benedict and Keeler.
Right now, what I'm really surprised is Milford's offensive line taking control of this game,
Right.
opening up some nice running holes, but this is a big third down, Benny.
3rd and 5 for the Buccaneers at the Woodbridge 35. Obviously, it's going to be 2 down territory.
They are 1 for 1, Milford is on 4th down.
And Bowman in the backfield with 2 running backs this time. And he's going to jump. That's going to move it back to a 3rd and 10.
And you're shooting yourself in the foot.
By number 23, Provinsky Augustin, and that's where your, number 5, Cage Cope's out of the game with an ankle injury. He's normally your starting tight end.
Right.
So that makes it a 3rd and 10 for the Bucs, and they haven't put the ball in the air yet. So this is not a great down for them, down the distance.
No, not at all. And like you mentioned earlier, Bowman wearing 2 gloves.
Right. Pistol formation, wide receivers to both sides, and it's going to fake it, and Bowman's going to roll to the right. He's got a man wide open down the field at the 10. It's caught, and touchdown, Milford.
Wow.
So it got caught looking in the backfield.
What a play. Hey, you just threw the ball all the way down the field like that with gloves on.
Right.
That's amazing. What a play by Bowman. The Woodbridge secondary just staring.
They caught
at
him
the
looking back in the
backfield.
backfield, yeah.
Yeah. Not respecting the pass at all. You know, you got to do your job first.
Right. On the kick, Gaglione. Oh, high snap, gets it down, it's up. And it's good, 14-10. Buccaneers. So, folks, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more DIAA state tournament action.
Welcome to Hooters. How do you like?
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our colorful food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Welcome back to Milford. 14-10 is your score. The Buccaneers take their first lead of the game.
What a big play.
That was great. Yeah, you're right.
And
Great
I
call.
told you during the break, if I was playing corner, I probably would have left my receiver too and come up.
And ground ball. And gets past Massey. He's going to pick it up about the 10. Breaks the tackle. Goes down the left side. And it's going to be down at about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Blue Raiders.
That might have been a touchdown saving tackle too. He had a
Right.
lot of room down that left
Yes, he did. He
sideline
does.
to
He
run.
breaks that tackle. There's nobody around.
Yeah.
That was number 21, Jaquan Massey, on the return. So move it out to the 21 to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Raiders. And since that first play, Sean, and they've kind of like sputtered when they get down toward in the red zone.
Well, Woodbridge did have a good drive, but they got stuck.
No gain on the play.
Wow, big play. This defense starting to swarm.
That was number 3, KJ Mosley.
But you know what, Benny? Right now, Woodbridge been running the football, and I'm watching this secondary start to creep in a little more.
Right.
Linebackers starting to creep. I think it's their prime route for a little play-action pass.
Haynes under center I formation. And there he is, throws out to Brewer. That might be a backwards pass. And Brewer's got some running room up to the right side, breaks another tackle, and he's going to get it out to about the 29. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Brewer, that was close to a backwards pass.
I'll tell you what, he had a lot of room to run if that's a good pass. They got to play pitch and catch when they do those things.
We don't have quite the angle here, but he does a good job of pulling it back down and making a play out of it. So 3rd and 2 for the Blue Raiders.
He didn't give up on the play. A lot of times you see young receivers just think that that's an incomplete pass and they give up on it. That time Brewer was well aware it was a pass behind the line.
Doubles to the short side of the field. And it's going to be Kane, nowhere to go. Maybe a yard on the play.
Now the Milford D line right now, just like that offensive line, starting to take control of the game a little bit.
4th and 1.
They did a good job of re-establishing that line of scrimmage 1 yard deep.
He's rolling the dice on 4th and 1. Coach Manlove's going for it at his own 30-yard line.
And I'm telling my defensive linemen, watch the football. Don't listen to the cadence. Watch the football.
He didn't get it.
The ball was on the
But
ground.
there's a flag on the play. And that's a late flag.
It may be a false start on Woodbridge.
Right.
That would mean Milford could decline the penalty and get the ball.
Right. No, they're going to take. They can't decline it because it's a false start.
So they're calling it a dead ball foul.
Right. Why did he wait so long to throw the flag?
I have no idea. As a matter of fact, that flag didn't come out of his pocket until they were almost tackled.
4th and 7.
Now you got to punt it. Coach Manlove, the riverboat gambler.
Yeah. He gets lucky there.
Sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good.
Rust on the punt. That's blocked. And it's going to roll into Milford territory. And down at the 42. We're going to be 1st and 10 for the Bucks.
What an exciting first half.
Yeah, really.
14-10, 6:22 left in the half.
Had some big plays, had some drives.
I'll tell you.
So the Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 42. The winner of this game travels to Wilmington next week to take on Wilmington Friends in a semifinal. And I'm not sure what happened there. It looked to be broken, but Bowman's going to make something out of it on the broken play.
Well,
and out of bounds inside the 40.
It's not a busted play. What it is that it's the old power play from a wing team.
That was a busted play.
No.
Oh, yes, it was.
I'm trying to explain it to you. Bowman is going to fake like he's going up into the right A gap to allow the blocking scheme to develop because they're not real fast with their kick-out blocks.
That may be a play, but Bowman stopped and looked to see where his guy was. He looked confused.
The blocking scheme.
I watched it too. I believe that was a broken play, but
I disagree.
But it's 1st and 10 anyways, no matter what.
That's a first down either way.
And that's going to be Price left side, cuts it back in, and he's grabbed by Kane, thrown to the ground. Gain of 2 on the play. Gain of 3. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Two backs in the backfield with Bowman, 2 wide receivers. And it's going to be lead with Bowman. He's going to get some. He's going to get inside the 30 and push back. It's going to be a 3rd and call it 4.
Big 3rd down for the Woodbridge defense right here.
I think it's a bigger 3rd down for Woodbridge right now than it is for Milford.
Yeah, absolutely. You got 5 minutes left in this half.
Yeah, they came out like a house of fire, and they have just sputtered ever since. So 3rd and 4.
Yeah, they looked great their first 2 drives and really sputtered since offensively.
Inside 5 minutes to play here in the half. And Bowman keeps it. He's going to be short of the first down, but this is 4-down territory here.
Yeah, remember earlier when he gave a good belly ride and then it opened up
Right.
for him? That time he was in a big rush.
Well, yeah, the running back kind of got past him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 4th and 2.
It was a little bit easier to read who was getting the ball that time.
They have the timing is a little off here in this drive, but they're getting getting positive plays out of it.
I still say that wasn't a busted play.
I say it's a busted play.
Thanks, Trey. Our cameraman, Trey.
I guess we're going to take a timeout here.
Well, he's milking the clock.
Yeah.
They're going to eventually call timeout here.
And they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with them with 4:06 to play in the half. And we'll be right back with more DIAA Division II playoff football.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvement has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? See the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home.
We're back, folks. 4:06 to play here in the first half. Milford facing a 4th and 2.
I love our banters back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Broken play, not broken play. Penalty, not penalty.
And, that's going to be a false start. Sean, I don't want to beat on the refs, but what is taking him so long to throw his flag on a false start twice now?
I don't know. The entire press box
right
up here
in front
was
of him.
called. I know.
The last one he threw after the play.
Milford shooting themselves in the foot there.
That's going to make it a 4th and 7. And of all guys to jump, the wide receiver who's not even in the play.
Yep.
So that brings it to a 4th and 7. I think, Sean, we're headed to another adjustment game. Who makes the adjustments at halftime?
And both staffs are well equipped to make those adjustments, too. I think
Bowman fakes the handoff to the right. He's under pressure. He's wrapped up.
To go.
And that's going to be Woodbridge ball. As you call it, the death grip, and that's what Keeler had on that jersey.
Yeah, he did. There was nowhere to go. Milford now 1 for 2 on 4th down play. He had some receivers open.
I didn't look downfield.
He had some receivers open downfield. He had the post route open, but he couldn't, he just didn't have time to set his feet and get it going. And I don't know if he could throw it that far with gloves on. Too.
Right.
Because, that touchdown throw, it floated a little bit.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Raiders at their own 33-yard line. Huge stop for the Blue Raiders. And that's going to be Mosley. Now it's play action pass.
He's got him.
Westcott down the sideline and it's just out of bounds and out of his reach. Incomplete pass.
Great coverage by the Bucks that time. Looked like number 3 for Milford, David Bowman.
Right.
Really good coverage that time. But the thing that impressed me was it was a great throw.
Yeah. And a great fake by Mosley.
He threw it to the outside shoulder where you want that ball to go, where, either you're going to catch it or nobody's catching it.
I formation slot to the top. And that's going to be Mosley up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4 on the play, maybe 5. Brings up a 3rd and 5, 3rd and manageable now. And 3:39 to go in the half. Woodbridge with all their timeouts. Third and 5.
Woodbridge looking to convert their first 3rd down of the half.
And that's going to be Kane, and he's got nowhere to go. Second guy through.
Woodbridge 0 for 4 on third down.
Yeah.
Milford not getting it done, though,
trying to go up the middle. I mean, they're pinning their ears back and coming after you. That's going to be a 4th and 5. And on the punt is Rust. Good snap. And he's going to get it off. Floater down the middle of the field. He's going to bounce around the 35, roll out around the.
And that's a nice punt that time.
To the 31. Yeah, much better punt.
Yeah.
And both these teams, we've seen in the big games, have struggled in the special teams.
Milford especially all year.
Right. 2:35 to play in the half. Milford with one more crack, the ball at their own 31-yard line.
Last week, Woodbridge, wasn't it a punt return? Or was that the Milford game we did?
No, it was Woodbridge.
Week 9?
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That was Milford. Denard with the block punt, and he returned it. Bowman in the shotgun, 1st and 10. And we got two guys moving.
We got motion
and
everywhere.
Now we can't find where we want to be. And that's going to be Bowman, left side. And he's going to be hit, breaks the tackle, bounces off it. He's going to be inside the 40 to the 30 and out of bounds inside the 35.
Wow.
First down for the Bucks.
Woodbridge.
At the Woodbridge 22.
Woodbridge lucky that time, too. They don't get a 15-yarder.
Right.
They were well out of bounds before Bowman got shoved. How about this kid, though, Benny? I mean, he has put this team on his back today.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
they've lost their starting quarterback. And David Bowman says, it's okay. We'll be all right. I can throw it, Coach. I can still run it from there.
But Woodbridge not learning from what Delmar did. Delmar just kept him in front of them.
Right.
And bottled him up. Woodbridge looking to make big hits and knock him down, and that's not what they really need to do.
You have to wrap this kid up.
Right.
He is always looking to get the extra yardage.
Bowman in the shotgun motion. They're going to flood the right side, and Bowman throws one up. And that's incomplete. Almost intercepted by
number
Gabe
2.
Westcott.
Yeah.
Diving.
And I think he might have fallen on top of the ball.
Yeah.
Knocked himself silly.
He's back up. 2nd and 10.
Gabe, a tough kid. 6'1", 170 pounds. And I'll tell you, they had a receiver open, too. It's a shame they couldn't get him the ball.
Yeah, it was open, but the ball floated. It took so long to get there that they were able to close on it. 2:19 to play. 2nd and 10 at the Woodbridge 22. Bowman in the shotgun with two backs. And Bowman's going to on the lead, following his blocker. And he's going to be down about the 15-yard line.
That was a really good patient run that time by Bowman.
Yeah, he stayed right behind that blocker.
Well, a lot of times you'll see young running backs just run right up the crack of their blockers. And that time he ran in there tight to the hole, but he let the blocks develop.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 at the 15. Under 2 minutes to play in the half.
Coach Strickland milking that clock.
Yes, it is. Same formation with Bowman in the shotgun. And another lead with Bowman. Cuts back to the middle, and he's going to have the first down.
That's their second third down conversion of this half. They are 2 for 5 on third down.
1st and goal at the 10.
And if you ever needed a stand right now, you're the Woodbridge Blue Raiders. You need one right now.
I think David Bowman, the way he's walking around the field, can't wait till halftime right now.
He needs the oxygen tank.
Yeah, he's getting a little tired.
Although we watched him carry it, 32 times at Delmar?
Right. And rearranging the backfields, Bowman takes the snap, hands off to Price. Price hit by Keeler. No gain on the play.
You know, whenever they need a play, Keeler's the guy that seems to get it done for him on defense. And the clock's going, tick, tick, tick.
And Milford still has 2 timeouts.
And you know what? They get the ball.
Yeah, they get the ball in the second half. Second and goal from the 10. Bowman in the pistol. And it's going to be a toss to Price. And he gets it down inside the 5.
Nobody's setting the edge at all for this Woodbridge defense right now.
And it looks like the Bucks are going to take a timeout. 20 seconds to play. We'll stay right here.
Now, I'll tell you, they need some play out of their defensive ends right now on the Woodbridge defense. Milford been able to get to the edge this whole series. So you got to set the edge.
So Milford takes their second timeout. 1 left. Woodbridge has not used any of their timeouts this half. They trail 14-10. Ball looks like it was about the 3-yard line, Sean. Yeah, about the
4? 3 or 4?
Yeah. All right, there's the hash mark. It's on the 3. That time come out and spruce up these, I guess it's the last time games. You're not sprucing them up tonight. You're not sprucing them up till next fall. All right.
No.
So 20 seconds to play. 3rd and goal from the 3. The Bucks have 1 timeout left. Woodbridge needs to stand right here.
Oh, there's no doubt. You can't go up. I mean, you can't go down. Sorry, 21-10.
Right.
And with the struggles you've had offensively, I mean, you take away 1 series and 1 play, and Milford has played a dominant game on the defensive end.
So Milford comes back in off the sideline, and it's going to be Bowman in the shotgun with 1 back. That's Price. And it's going to be Bowman off the right side. Hit, spins, doesn't get in. No gain on the play.
Nowhere to go that time.
And the clock's
Big
ticking down.
4th down.
And they call the last time out with just under 2 seconds left.
Whew. That's great clock management.
Right. I didn't see anybody even like going to an official.
You know, that is great clock management. You got enough time to run 1 play on 4th down. Milford 1 for 2 on 4th down already today.
Let's see, does he get greedy or does he kick the field goal? Take the touchdown lead.
I think if he was looking to kick a field goal, he would have ran a play more towards the center of the field. So that would have been a direct kick, probably an extra point, pretty much, you know.
You want to get out of here with something, though.
I mean, you're on the far side hash. You're talking about a young high school kid.
Right. Yep, Gavion comes out of the huddle, so they're on to kick the field goal.
This
so
is going to be
all that
tough.
talking, I guess you got to watch fake.
Hey,
huh?
and you're kicking it in the wind too.
Right.
This is a tough
It's going to be a 20-yard attempt for Gaglione from the right hash. Good snap. It's down. It's up.
What a kick.
And it's good.
Wow, Benny, that was good from 35. You know what I mean?
Half. He gets the field goal. They're up the touchdown, 17-10. Folks, we're going to take some commercial times out. We'll be back with the Soto Concepts halftime show.
Soto Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management and a consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place. And we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after it, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the Culinary Coast a national focus for the United States as a food destination. I think we've done a really good job of that in the past few years. The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult. You're dealing with alcohol, food, and people. Those are three highly volatile things. So sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose, that as a group we're trying to get together, stick together and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other. We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire, I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15-year-old busboys working with us, and now they're lawyers and doctors and business executives throughout the world, and they still come back and they have a relationship with us. So it's been a really nice experience for us that we're so connected to the community, and we can develop people on so many different levels. We want to support the people that we work with. We want all of our employees to have what they need to grow and be professional. And we may open 10 more restaurants, we may open 100 more restaurants, but all we know at the end of the day is we want to stick together, and we have a great group of people, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of everybody. This was a really trying year, and it's a testament to the team that Matt put together that we flourished after a tragedy. And the stronger and better we can make Southern Delaware, the better our restaurant group's going to be. Solo Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management and a consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place. And we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the Culinary Coast a national focus for the United States as a food destination. I think we've done a really good job of that in the past few years. The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult. You're dealing with alcohol, food, and people. Those are three highly volatile things. So sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose, that as a group we're trying to get together, stick together and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other. We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire, I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15-year-old busboys working with us, and now they're lawyers and doctors and business executives throughout the world, and they still come back and they have a relationship with us. So it's been a really nice experience for us that we're so connected to the community, and we can develop people on so many different levels. We want to support the people that we work with. We want all of our employees to have what they need to grow and be professional. And we may open 10 more restaurants, we may open 100 more restaurants, but all we know at the end of the day is we want to stick together, and we have a great group of people, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of everybody. This was a really trying year, and it's a testament to the team that Matt put together that we flourished after a tragedy. And the stronger and better we can make Southern Delaware, the better our restaurant group's going to be.
Catering, the catering division of Sodell Concepts, where we're doing beautiful, simple foods for you. We can accommodate intimate affairs or larger parties anywhere from 1 to 800. We can go anywhere in a 50-mile radius of our location, be it on the beach, in your home, on a farm, at any venue, including the Indian River Life Saving Station, which you'll see later in our clip. You can choose from a pre-designed, chef-driven menu where we keep only the freshest and most local ingredients in mind, or we can customize a menu to your liking. Plate Catering. I hope you keep us in mind for your next event.
I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Sodell Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Sodell Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Sodell Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Sodell Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast. I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
Welcome back to Milford, folks. Benny Mitchell with Sean Brennan on the camera tonight. Trey Mitchell producing Nick Halliday up in Wilmington. And, folks, 17-10, the Milford Buccaneers lead. And, Sean, we talked about it during the break. Woodbridge, after the first couple series, has just looked out of sync and maybe a little bit of, I don't know, what do you call it, questionable play calling, some dives on third and mid-range, third and long.
It may be that they don't want to show their hand early.
Right.
We talked about during the break that we kind of saw them run a similar offense in the first half
against Delmar.
And then in the second half we saw a lot of bootlegs.
Right.
We saw them running counters and traps and different things that opened up their running game, and then they became really explosive again. The thing that impresses me though is you give up a first play touchdown.
Right.
And a long drive, and then kind of just settled in and regained control of this football game. And to be honest with you, Milford owned the second quarter.
Oh, absolutely.
Just owned the second quarter.
How many Henley Conference games have we done where there's 3 field goals in a game, which that's the first half?
Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked.
So let's recap the scoring. First play of the game, Jamon Kane goes 75 yards for a touchdown. Puts the Blue Raiders up 7-0. And then Rashawn Price, he answers with a 24-yard run, makes it 7-7. And then Woodbridge goes down and kicks a field goal, making it 10-7. And then after that, it's been all Milford.
Yep.
We got the I didn't get who got the next touchdown. It was the pass.
Yeah, it was
Bowman's.
a touchdown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Gaglione comes on and kicks a 20-yard field goal, and that makes it 17-7. And I said, Woodbridge is lucky that it's 17-7. It could be a lot worse right now. They were facing a third and goal from the 3.
And Milford's lucky because Woodbridge has had opportunities
right.
They haven't capitalized on. So it's a game of luck at this point.
So far, yeah.
Hey, statistically, very similar in both teams. Big glaring one for me is Woodbridge 0 for on third down in the first half. Milford was 2 for 6. Milford was also 1 for 2 on fourth down, and then Woodbridge was 0 for 1. Penalties, though. Milford really could be in trouble because they keep shooting themselves in the foot. They've had 3 false start penalties in the first half, and then a block in the back for 10 yards as well. So
and there was no reason to block.
No.
The ball was rolling around. It was going to be down.
Yeah, no one was going to return the ball.
Just
everyone was yelling poison. So, Milford with 4 first half, I should say, penalties. for 25 yards. Woodbridge 2 penalties for 10 yards, 2 false start penalties. One on the.
One of them was huge.
Yeah, it was a big one where it looked like they might have had the first down.
Right.
Then they end up having to punt.
So that's your score at the half. Milford 17, Woodbridge 10.
Hey, how about this, though? Both teams 1 for 2 passing.
Right, right.
I mean, if you'd have told me Milford losing their quarterback and they're going to be 1 for 2 passing.
And one of those was
with
touchdown.
a touchdown.
Right.
I would have said you're crazy. But David Bowman throwing the ball with 2 gloves on, mind you.
Right.
With a big touchdown pass.
Well, now we had the 20-minute break, and it gives the coaches their chance to get involved in the game.
Yep.
And we'll see which coach came out and not necessarily prepared better, but who's going to make the changes that are going to be an impact in this game, if there are any. We saw last week, it was a slow first half, and then both teams came out firing. And
and it came down to who was going to score last.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened.
Right.
With the pass interference call, Woodbridge just couldn't get that last touchdown, but it was almost like they ran out of time.
Right.
More or less than
So we'll see if Woodbridge opens it up a little bit here with some maybe some plays on the edge and a little more passing. They really have not thrown the ball much.
Well, I noticed in that second quarter, Milford was really able to get on the edge. One of the things that they being Woodbridge should have talked about was getting some defensive end play.
Right.
Because they're not getting a whole lot. I can remember Brewer making one nice play on Bowman.
Right.
But other than that, their ends are getting pinned inside in that second quarter.
Yeah, if they're not getting pinned inside, they're over pursuing across the line.
Yep, coming up the field. So they really need to settle down and start to set the edge, early. Milford's going to get the ball to start the second
Right
half.
now, like I said, Milford just has to do what they've been doing and stay in this game or to keep this lead.
Yeah, at times they look a little confused. Bowman's turned the wrong way once or
Right.
twice, which you and I talked about could be an issue.
Right.
You turn the wrong way, and you're
somebody
running
runs into the ball, yeah.
We've seen that fall down on people quite a few times.
Yeah, when you're running that pistol / shotgun, when it falls to the ground, there's nobody back there.
Right.
That's a potential scoop and score.
And on this turf, that ball can bounce any which
That's right.
way. It's the old Super Ball. So, right now it's an exciting game.
Right. Well, Milford's in full control of this game right now. The scoreboard doesn't indicate how well in control they are in this game right now, but they have dominated, especially the second quarter.
I think the first quarter kind of still went back and forth
Sure,
a little bit, but I think Milford really took control of this game in that second quarter. And there's got to be some adjustments. I know Coach Bell, he's drawing them up on the board. He's settling them in, and I know Coach Strickland though he's tickled pink right now with his boys, looking to go up north and play Friends.
That's right.
So going to be an interesting second half, no doubt. But like I said, the shocker, both teams 1 for 2 in the pass game.
Right. Yes, I would have thought Woodbridge would have thrown a little more, but
well, again,
they threw more into the wind than they did with the wind.
Yeah, they did.
So it'll be Milford's ball to start the second half. And looks like Coach Manlow's taking the wind here in the third quarter. Back deep, 20. Oh, these numbers are hard to read, Sean. 25, it looks like. Dion Warner, Bowman, and number 8, Gillis. And on the kick is Rust, and we're off and away for the second half. High kick down to about the 20. And big hit in the middle of the field. That was
number 4.
Troy Haynes. That was number 8, Kane.
Oh, thought it was.
Or no, correction, number 9,
Man.
came on Massey.
And the white jerseys were hard for me to see.
Well, his numbers were folded under the shoulder pads.
I'm usually pretty good at picking out those numbers too.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers at their own 37-yard line. They lead 17-10 here. Start of the third quarter. They spread out the Woodbridge defense, and
there's the bandit flex again. Nowhere.
And nowhere for Price to go.
If they didn't run up the middle, they had the edge again.
Yeah. Well, it didn't look like Kane ever got set. He went over there and then didn't. No, McGinn one on play.
Really giving this Woodbridge defense a fit right now.
Milford early in the second quarter, they were quick coming out of the huddle. Now a little slower coming out.
Well, you have a lead right now.
Right.
You're in no rush.
And that's going to be a handoff to Price. Cuts back to the left side. He's got the first down, and he's got a first down at the Woodbridge 40.
And that ball's really ran well that time by Price. Looked like he was going to go into the front side A gap and then just counter-stepped all the way back to this C gap. That's a huge first down for the Buccaneers.
Ball at the 40. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers.
Milford really making Woodbridge play gap control defense.
Right.
And there was nobody home on the backside.
Bowman with 2 backs in the backfield, and it's going to be a handoff. Look like Warner on the carry. Picks up about 8. Call it 7. 2nd and 3.
That's a nice fullback dive right there where you can get 7 yards on first down.
Second and 3 for the Buccaneers. Bowman in the pistol with an up back.
Oh, no.
And Woodbridge going to jump off sides. First down for the Buccaneers by penalty this time.
Undisciplined by Kane that time. He's just wanting to make a play, I guess.
Right.
But
and I think this eagerness to make a play, they're running past some tackles in the backfield.
Right.
And that goes up the middle. Stopped by number 9, Massey. Made the initial hit. I'm not sure if did he get anything on that play? No gain on the play. And then the yardstick moves. Gain of about half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9.
They haven't had much success running up the middle. Everything's been in B-gap on out. See if they come back to that counter play. There it is.
Spins out of it. And he's going to get down to about the 35 and a flag. Probably be a face mask or a hold in that area.
You got to wrap. You got to wrap. You got to wrap. I can't
reach
say it enough. Grab, getting you in trouble.
Aiding the runner.
You don't see that call very often these days.
Usually see it now is when they pull them.
Right.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11.
And that's a spot foul, right?
Right. The down marker hasn't changed. So 2nd and 11 for the Bucks.
That's their 5th penalty of the game.
Right. And Woodbridge isn't taking advantage of it.
Nope.
Brewer had him in the backfield, just
stopped.
Reaching his hands out and not.
He just stopped. You got to run through him. Got to get old school. You need a keeler tackle.
Gain of 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Bucks.
Body language tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're starting to see it now. Woodbridge starting to get frustrated out there on defense.
Just keep playing.
Right.
Dear Lord, it's early.
And that's going to be a toss to Price. And maybe a yard on the play. It's going to bring up a 4th and 6.
Well, that time the edge was set.
Right.
There was nowhere to go. And then that's what you want to do as a defense. Set the edge and then make them cut it back into your flowing defense. So here you got a big 4th down.
So Milford going for it on a 4th and 6 at the Woodbridge 24. And it's going to be Bowman in the pistol.
Does he throw it?
And there's a movement there.
Oh, Lord.
Looks like a right guard maybe.
Milford looking like the 70s Raiders.
Right. I mean, they're winning this game 17-10, and they've made a ton of mistakes.
Oh.
But, you know, if the other guy's not going to capitalize on it.
This will bring out the punt team.
And this,
sure.
yes, this brings out the punt team.
So initially looked like they were going to have a good drive coming
Right.
out of the locker room, and then 2 big penalties.
So on the punts, Gaglione, he's standing at his about his 44. 2 guys back deep for the Raiders. Good snap, and he gets it off. It's a high floater, and it's going to take a Woodbridge bounce to about the 18, where Woodbridge will take over 1st and 10. And Sean, we always talk about this is a key drive. This is an important drive.
Yep.
This is an important drive.
Most definitely. I mean, this
Right.
is your first drive coming out of the half, and the Milford Bucks kept the ball for half this quarter.
Right.
Too. You're down 7 points. You know, if you don't score, you need to change the field.
Right.
So you need to drive long enough to change the field.
They come out in an I formation, doubles to the bottom of the screen, short side of the field. It's going to be Kane, and pulled down after a gain of about 3. That was a weird tackle. He pulled his legs forward.
It was like he was sliding
Right.
and grabbing
That's
the
what it
legs
looked
at
like.
the same time. It's a good ISO play trying to get the Ocho going.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
And we talked in the pregame show, you got to get the Ocho going early and
Right.
often. And
Well, they got him early, just not often.
right. You know, he gets better as the game goes on.
Massey back to pass. He has Keeler wide open.
Oh,
Off the fingertips.
great effort by Keeler that time.
There was nobody with him.
You want to talk about an entire secondary looking in the
Right.
backfield. You know, sometimes a guy is so open.
Right.
That's what happens. You overthrow him.
He dove. He
there
may have had a
wasn't a
better
soul.
chance just to keep running.
Yeah. I mean,
So that brings up 3rd and 7.
there wasn't a soul around.
No. Yeah, nobody. He's gone. He
No.
catches that ball. I may have possibly been able to run that in. I mean, that thing was nobody
I
around.
know.
I need a water break. Don't get me wrong.
You need the
3rd
oxygen.
and 7. Brewer goes in motion. Toss to Kane, and he pushes the pile, but he's going to be short. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 5.
Woodbridge still 0 for on 3rd down. You know, I don't.
He really likes to run the short side of the field, doesn't he?
Again, you've had some success throwing the football.
Right.
Just not executing. You
Right.
know what I mean? But you can see plays are there.
Rust on the punt. Man, it's going to be a spiral down the field, bouncing about the 45, taken at the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 47. And the Milford coaches there wanted a late hit out of bounds. He was still making athletic moves down the sideline. So
Yeah, absolutely. You can't assume that the guy's going out of
right.
bounds.
So 5:46 to go, 1st and 10 for the Bucks, and they've had great field position since the 2nd quarter on. And they're close to midfield here.
Yes, they have.
And, you know, you were here for the first game, and field position is what cost Milford that game. 1st and 10, Bowman in the pistol, doubles on both sides. Now he creeps down to a tight end, and it's going to be Price right side, and he's going to pick up about 2 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 8. Second and 8 for the Bucks.
they've had success when they've been able to get 4 and 6 yards on first down. This is a long second and long for them. Not where you want to be.
And in the pistol with the up back. And wide receivers to both sides. And ball's on the ground. And Brewer has it.
He's gone. There's a scoop and score right there.
41-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown.
That's what we talked about. When you're in that pistol, you turn the wrong way.
And I thought he turned the wrong way there, Sean.
Yeah, I do too. And the ball comes out. And there's big Mike Brewer for a big touchdown. And that's exactly
Bowman,
what
all the Milford kids had their hands in the air, but Bowman was bent over. He wasn't on the ground.
You talk about a big momentum change right now.
Right. Wow.
We talk about body
That's what
language.
we talked about at the half.
Absolutely. And coming out, we told everyone here online.
Right. Once you drop that ball in that formation, there's nobody to stop you. Plus, Brewer's an athlete.
Yep.
So on the kick is Rust. Westcott with the hold. Good snap. Holds down. It's up. It's good. We're tied up at 17. Little momentum swing, Sean, here. Let's see how the Bucks answer. Folks, we'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian.
And welcome back to Milford, folks. Benny Mitchell here with Sean Brennan. And Sean, like we're the Swami, we talked about it at the half. We came back, we talked about it. And sure enough, it happens. Woodbridge not able to get the offense going, so the defense takes over and scores.
Hey, you got to score any way you can. And when your defense is getting it done, a lot of times that'll jumpstart your offense.
17-17. Price has the ball, takes it about the 10, cuts, eludes a few tackles, hit from behind, and he's going to get it out across the 25.
You know, that's a great effort there by Hammond, number 17 for Woodbridge. He's a junior, 5'8", 155. Looked like he was going to make the tackle early and just over-pursued it, but he did a great job of not
Coming
giving
back.
up on
Yep,
a play.
you're correct.
Circling back and making a good tackle because there was some room to run.
1st and 10 for the Bucks at their own 20, call it the 27-yard line, 17-17, third quarter.
And Milford right here has to answer that score.
Right, we talked about how that was an important series for Woodbridge. They're able to do it with the defense. Bowman, he's got some running room out to the left, and he's going to be short of the first down. Looks like he took it down about the 36.
You know, that kind of Kane at the defensive end there, he didn't set the edge again.
Right.
He's going inside to make a tackle on Bowman. Bowman has been setting him up time and time again by making it look like he's running in C-gap and then busting it back outside. We used to call that bounce.
Right. But yeah, bounce. Laurel back in the day in the 80s used big on the belly bounce with Sean Larimore. Now the superintendent of schools at the Laurel School District. 2nd and 2. And that's a handoff to 21, Jordan Waters.
Not much there, but he might be close.
Maybe got a yard.
Yeah. It's going to be a big third down.
So 3rd and 1 for the Bucks.
Long one, too. Might be 1.5.
Bowman takes a high snap. I think he's got the first down, maybe by a yard. He does. First down, Milford. And again, that was a high snap that he pulled down and got moving forward.
Definitely showing some athleticism there, Karen. Massey getting up slow, though, for this defense.
Yeah, we saw that last week in the Delmar game. It was about this time, late third, early fourth, where the defense started showing the wares of the hitting that was going on. 1st and 10 at the 40 for the Buccaneers. Waters goes in motion, and Bowman on the lead. And tackle made by number 9, Kamon Massey, and 8, Javon Kane.
Yeah, that time, Kane
Pick up
sold
of
out
2.
right away. They did a good job of bending to the football.
Right.
You know, he came off that edge pretty hard.
2nd and 8 for Milford. Yeah, Kane engages that end and stays engaged. Bowman rolls to the right, throws a pass to Waters, and hit goes.
He might have the first down.
Out of bounds. And close to the marker, but I think he's going to be about a yard short. Nope, first down.
Yep. Both teams 1 for 3 in the passing game. Sorry,
First and 10 at the 50.
Sorry, Milford's 2 for 3 in the passing game. I'm sorry.
2:05 to play here in the third quarter. Hand off to Price, cuts it back up the middle. No, nothing there.
He cut it back into the defense.
Yeah.
He might have been better off
To
just
keep going on.
Yeah.
Keep going to the left. Yeah, he cut it back in right into a wall.
Yeah, he did. You talk about that Woodbridge defensive line right now.
You know, when we talked about Milford dominating the game, their line was dominating the game.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to see a little pushback from the Woodbridge defensive line.
Well, the Brewer return for touchdown has really breathed new life into this defense, too.
2nd and 10. Pistol formation. Split wide to both sides of the field. And toss. Had him in the backfield. And just stretched it out. Keeler ends up making the tackle.
Yeah, they sniffed that play out pretty quickly.
Right. Couple reaches, but Keeler doesn't reach.
Yeah. No.
He finishes things off for him.
Yep. So
Lost of 2 on the play.
And I think the defense got a little tip, too, because it seems to me when Milford's running that toss play, their receiver to the side of the toss is getting way wider than the numbers.
Right.
And that time, I think it was a little tip to that defense. Okay, they're not going to throw the ball here. They're running toss.
3rd and 12.
So here's that formation they've had success with. Here's the bandit flex. Bandit left flex. Here's your motion.
Gonna flood the short side of the field.
Nowhere to go, though.
And that gain of 3 on the play. So we'll see if Coach Strickland brings the punt team out. 23 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I figure he's going to wait until the end of this.
And punt with the win.
Yep. I would.
And that's what Coach Strickland tells the referee. We're let it run down. So, folks, at the end of 3, we're right where we started, all knotted up. 17-17 here in Milford, folks. We'll be right back.
Oh, no. Woodbridge calls timeout.
With what, 3 seconds left?
With 3.3, Benny. 3.3 seconds
Okay,
left.
I'm not quite getting this one unless they're going to run a play.
Well, what they're trying to do is make Milford punt the ball into the wind. And this wind is
Oh,
blowing
Woodbridge
pretty
called
good.
the timeout. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you said Milford called the
No,
timeout.
Woodbridge
I was getting ready to go to
called
commercial. I wasn't even looking out there.
I saw Coach Bell running on the field. He was pretty excited that they got that timeout in before the
Well, he's excited all the time.
That's true. High energy guy. Isn't that what we call guys that
That's
are really
right.
excited all the time? High energy
Right.
guys.
They put it back to 6 seconds. So Milford will be punting into the win on a 4th and 8. The way these guys have been kicking, I don't know wind's going to make a whole lot of difference. They've been just kicking line drives down the field so far.
Right.
I mean, the best punt of the game was the one that never got 15 feet off the ground.
It was a rocket down the
Gaglione on the
center
punt.
of the field.
And that was the one off the high snap.
Yeah.
Snap has to take a step back. Brewer looked like he may have a chance at it. And that's going to roll inside the 20 and stop dead at the 19. And the quarter's going to run out. And, Sean, now we're going to go to commercial.
All right.
And we'll be back with the fourth quarter. Your score, 17-17.
Locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And welcome back to Milford, folks. 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell here with Sean Brennan. And we have first round action.
The Ocho almost broke it there.
Gain of about, what, call it 8 or 9 on the play.
And he was a half a step from breaking.
And we have a player down.
Can't see a number at all, Benny.
Mark Keith Gillis says the public dress announcer. So, Sean, we were talking in that short time outbreak that, last week we thought whoever scores last is going to win this game. And right now, the way these two teams are playing, it's going to be who makes the last mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. Who makes the last mistake? And right now, the pendulum of momentum has switched too.
So I think we're going to take a timeout. It's like this is going to be a long injury timeout as they've already called the cart on the field. And the trainer doesn't want him to look down. So we're going to take a quick timeout, folks. We'll be right back. And he's up. She was keeping him from looking down there. The cart comes on the field. Come on, man.
Psych.
Yeah, just trying to make me look bad.
Hey, he jumped up.
Has he said we're going to commercial yet? I'm getting up.
Oh, it's hard sometimes.
Oh. And it's a handoff up the middle to number 3, Mosley. He's got the first down.
Yes, he does.
First and 10, Woodbridge. And they're at their own 31-yard line.
That's their first down of this half.
Yeah. Oh, first down since the first quarter.
Yeah. Yep. That's amazing. They've gone 2 quarters without a first down.
Like I said, both these teams are lucky to only be to be tied up. That's play action pass.
That's good coverage.
And he's got Westcott open. He's got it.
That's a
and
great
they say incomplete.
Pass.
Wow.
That's a great pass.
Right.
That was really good coverage.
It was.
Downfield.
Yeah, not Logan, that's his brother. Gabe Westcott had to come back to it.
But here's the bad part, Benny.
What's that?
It's the dreaded holding call. That will negate.
Oh, there you go. Well, at least it's on first down, right?
Yep.
So first and 20 for the Blue Raiders.
And that could be a drive stopper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How many big runs do you have in Kane on this series?
Right. Because now it's first and 20.
First and 20 for the Blue Raiders at their own 15-yard line. And there's a big run. That's number 3, Mosley, picks up about, 10 on the play.
The left side of the offensive line that time had huge splits, trying to create some running room because, Woodbridge is trying to run the ball up the middle, and Milford's done a really good job of stopping the run. So looks like splits might be the way to go.
Pick up of 8 on that play.
We'll keep an eye on that. Again, big splits again.
That's going to be a play action pass again. Hayes pulls it down, takes a big hit at about the 25. Number 24 on the tackle, Martis Powell. Gain of 3 on the play brings up a 3rd and 16.
And that's a big tackle by Martis.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't make that hit, there's a lot of running
Yeah.
room in there. And
He sets him up for a good position on 3rd down. But
Yeah.
now they face a 3rd and 16.
Over. They are over.
Yeah.
Looking for their first down, folks. Big splits again.
3rd down has not been their down. It's going to be a toss to Kane. He runs away from one tackler and gets it back to about the 30. So it's going to be a 4th and 11. And I would imagine on comes the punt team. So the holding penalty was huge in that,
the
in
drive
that series.
stopper. You know, as an offensive play caller, those are the things that just drive you
Right.
crazy. And a lot of times, that's the difference between winning and losing.
Right. Well, we said might be who makes the last mistake tonight.
Yep.
Oh, we lose lights here in the press box. Low snap, and Russ able to get it off. Just a knuckleball taking it about the 38. And looks like he's going to change direction. Doesn't. Big hit by 54. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up.
No.
And that's going to be Woodbridge football in Milford territory.
Their second turnover of the game, and boy, has special teams hurt this Buccaneer team
Number
all
21,
year long.
Jaquan Massey. I think the hit was made by number 54, Benedict. I saw him make the hit, and then he even rocked back.
Yep.
So Woodbridge in business, Sean. 1st and 10 at the Milford 20.
The pendulum is just moving all over the place.
Right. And we kind of saw this in Woodbridge last week.
Yeah, we did.
At late mid-3rd quarter, early 4th quarter surge. It's going to be a toss to Kane going to the left, cuts it up, and inside to about the 17. Pick up a 3 on the play.
Milford needs a huge stop right here with 9 minutes to go.
Call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. For the Blue Raiders, Haynes brings the play in from the sideline. Now Woodbridge taking their time, breaking the huddle.
Milking the clock.
I formation, and it's going to be play action. It's the bootleg with Haynes. Steps out of a tackle. There's a flag.
Dear Lord.
Now,
that stuff,
that might be a penalty, but that guy threw it?
Yeah. The guy down in the end zone.
Right.
Chucks the.
He needed a cutoff man to get it to the spot.
Wow, that's
wow.
Crazy.
There's a second flag over, about to land on the 10. So the back judge called a hold on the run.
Dear Lord, that was the longest throw of the day.
Yeah, he needed a cutoff to get it to the spot. That was so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 14.
Wow.
And there may very well have been a hold there, but where was the other guy close to the action making the call, right?
Well, those are the things that drive you nuts as a ball coach. It's like, you know, there's a guy who's in charge of that foul, and he ain't calling it. The guy way 15 yards, 20 yards down the field calls it.
2nd and 15. I formation for the Blue Raiders. Handoff, no play action, and he's got a man over, and this Brewer catches it about the 9, makes a move.
He might score.
Touchdown,
wow.
Haynes to Brewer.
He hit the pylon.
Yes, he did.
Before the knee went down.
You know, we haven't called Michael Brewer's name for weeks.
Right.
And tonight we've called it twice. 23-17, Woodbridge. I don't think we're done scoring yet.
I don't either.
Threw the ball into the wind. It kind of floated back. Mm-hmm. Brewer made a good job making the adjustments to come back to it.
Yep.
Kick is up.
He might have missed
no
it.
good.
Yep.
So this is what haunted Woodbridge last week down in Delmar. Missed the extra point. We'll see if it comes back to haunt them again tonight, folks. We're going to take a commercial timeout. Your score, the Woodbridge Blue Raiders 23, the Milford Buccaneers 17.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Chef Maurice Catlett, and he's cooking a wonderful campfire s'mores pie. Enjoy. Matt's Fish Camp in Lowe's and Bethany Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. Chef Maurice has you covered. See you soon.
Michael Brewer hauls in a 25-yard touchdown pass. They're up by 6, 23-17. Now the Blue Raiders rust on to kick it off.
You know, we said this passing game could come into play, and it certainly has.
High kick down to about the 22. And Woodbridge stays in their lanes.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Pickup of about 10 on the play. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Milford Buccaneers at their own 33-yard line.
Milford's moved the ball pretty well all night. They just have to stay out of these penalty situations.
Right. Bowman brings the play in from the sideline.
Milford with 6 penalties in the game.
So let's see if the Bucks can answer. They trail by 6. Bowman takes the snap, reverse pivot, toss, inside, runs into his own guy. And let's see who gets credit for the tackle.
Is that number 9?
Number 9, Mosley gets credit, but I think that was either a pulling guard or a tight end he ran into. Pretty hard hit, too.
Does he get half a tackle?
Shoo. I tell you what.
I think you got to give him.
He must be a big, strong boy because he bounced off him.
You got to give him half a tackle.
All right. Loss of, call it 4 on the play, 2nd and 14.
And that
Pistol
play,
formation.
That play hadn't been there either.
Play action. And he eludes a tackle, and Westcott pulls him down from behind. 1st down for the Buccaneers. Big pass play. What, he pick up about 25 after contact?
Yeah. You can't be looking in the backfield.
No.
You know, Bowman showed that he could throw the football. So
hey, he throws these floaters. He doesn't throw darts. He throws these floaters, but he finds the open guy.
That one was a really nice pass.
Yeah. But number 15, Tyron Mifflin, was wide open on that. Yep. And that's what, Price on the carry?
Yep.
Nowhere to go. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Under 7 minutes to play in the game, 6:51 and counting.
Benny, how are you throwing the ball that well
with a glove on? Yeah. Must have a good grip on it.
Got to.
All right, so now we have Bennett in at quarterback in the pistol with the up back. And hands it off to Bowman. He's got some running room off the right side.
He's got a seam. Touchdown.
Touchdown for Bowman.
How about it?
Wow.
The kid does everything. He plays quarterback, tailback. He's the lead
I knew he was getting the ball.
Team. Everybody knows he's getting
right.
the ball, Benny. He's just such a special kid. Wow. And what speed?
23, yeah. He turned it on there at the end. 23-23, Gaglione on the kick.
Wow.
Good snap. The holds down. It's up.
It's good.
And it's good. Milford takes the 24-23 lead with 6:23 to play in the game. Folks, we'll be right back after this timeout.
Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements, quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
And welcome back, folks. 24-23 on the David Bowman touchdown.
35 yards.
35 yards. And wow.
There's a pile down there. That ball could change hands 2 or 3 times underneath that pile.
I'm not real sure what Hammond was thinking. He walked away from the ball, it looked like.
Yeah, kickoff is not a punt.
No.
That is a live
Well, it looked
ball.
like he walked away to make a block.
Yeah.
It was odd looking. 6:22 to play. 1st and 10 for the Blue Raiders at
Gut
their own
check
37.
time for the Milford defense.
Yes,
right
it is.
here. This is gut check time. If you want to move on and give yourself an opportunity to win a state championship, you need a stop right here.
Right.
And if you're Woodbridge, you want to defend that title,
You got to score.
you got to answer.
Play action pass. And he's got Westcott open for a first down.
Hey, that's how you play pitch and catch
Right.
right there. Did you see the timing that time? Got
Right.
the ball on a 3-step drop after that play action pass. 1, 2, 3, boom. Ball was out as Westcott was coming out of the cut.
Sean,
Great
I got to
pitch
give a
and catch.
shot. The camera work here, man. You see that zoomed right in. Trey Mitchell, great job.
Way to go, Big Trey.
Zooming in on the after the catch. Here we go, 1st and 10. It's going to be a toss to Kane. Turns it up, and he's going to get about 7 yards.
Did you notice what he did this time, Benny?
Put his hands on it.
2 hands on the ball.
Yes, he did.
2 hands on the ball.
Give him, call it 6 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
Last week, they're going in for a score to take the lead late in the
They
game.
scored too soon, too.
And that ball scooted out
Right.
on the Ocho.
2nd and 4 for the Blue Raiders. I formation, double tight end. And it's going to be Mosley up the middle. He's got the first down. Wow, Mosley running like John Riggins there, man. He's just putting the head down and moving forward.
Man, you're going old school.
Mosley, 5'10", 175. Gets it down to the 35.
Hall of Famer, John Riggins.
Yes, he is. 1st and 10, Blue Woodbridge.
I'll give you a Riggins trivia question here in
All
a
right.
minute.
I formation, double tight end for the Blue Raiders. Play action pass. And Haynes under pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
Big sack.
Everybody covered downfield.
And Michael Brewer's down.
Right.
He's laying down. He's trying to get up. About the 12-yard line.
And gets up right as the referee blows the whistle.
He might have rolled an ankle. That could be a
Right.
huge loss for this offense and defense.
Right.
He's trying to get back to the huddle.
Loss of 9 on the play brings up a 2nd and 19.
What a game. But here's your question. So John Riggins, we know, won Super Bowls with the Washington Redskins. But he also won a Super Bowl with another team. Who was it?
Jets?
It was.
Yeah.
Broadway Joe and the Jets.
2nd and 19. Toss to Kane. And Kane picks up about 1 or 2 on the play.
Yeah, that play hasn't been there.
No.
You know what I would really like to see them do is get back to their slot formations.
Right.
Run the I formation out of the backfield. They were really successful running ISO towards the slot side in B-gap. And they've really gotten away from that. They ran a lot of that in the first quarter. We haven't seen much of it.
3rd and 17 for Woodbridge. They're at the Milford 42-yard line. And timeout, Bucks.
Oh.
So Sean will take one with him. We'll be right back with more fourth quarter action.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today I'm at Ocean View, Delaware, and Chef Alex is going to cook up his apple crisp. It's going to be awesome. Come check it out. Northeast Seafood Kitchen in Ocean View, Delaware, open 7 days a week. Chef Alex has got you covered. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron.
In off the timeout here in Milford, 3:51 to play.
Both teams now with two timeouts.
Two timeouts. And big third down, a big third and long.
You know, I hate to say this, but I keep saying it over and over. They're 0 for on third down.
On third down, right.
You have to convert one third down if you're going to win this football game. No, there's your penalty.
Again. Why is it taking this guy so long? He can't find it?
I don't know. But, dear Lord, there was two guys jump for Woodbridge
Right.
that time.
And still waited to throw the flag for like
No.
2-3 seconds.
No.
So that's going to back him up 5 more.
Both teams now with 6 penalties apiece. The difference of the game, we talked about it, the extra point.
Right. 3:47 to play. And Brewer's up and running on the sidelines on the far side, so.
He's in the game. He's the slot.
Oh, yeah, that's somebody else running.
He's the slot.
And Haynes drops back. Has a man open downfield. That's going to be pass interference. No.
I didn't
He got the catch.
I didn't. That's a crazy catch.
Yeah, that was number 5, Corey Hastings. I thought the Milford player was holding his arm, but he's better off with the catch.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up, it looks like a 4th and 1.
That's a great job of
Wow.
game. Keeping concentration, knowing where the sideline is, and getting a toe down.
Right. Hey, look, Sean looked at me like he caught that ball with one hand. 4th and 1 for the Raiders. And it's going to be the fullback up the middle. I think he's going to be short.
I don't know.
He is going to be short.
It's going to be.
Well, one ref's
spot.
on the 25,
Yeah.
one ref's on this side of the 25.
It's going to.
He didn't make it. First down, Bucks.
Wow. That was gut check time.
Yeah.
That was
right.
gut check time. We talked about it at the start of that series with 6 minutes to go. That Milford defense was going to have to come up with huge
Right.
stop. They did right there. Now, you need first downs.
Right.
If you are the Milford offense, you need first downs.
3:32 to play in the game.
And you'll have an opportunity to move on.
So far, a missed extra point is the difference in this game. Woodbridge with 2 timeouts.
And I know who my Louis player of the game is.
Well, we got to finish this one first.
I know who my guy is.
Bennett back in at quarterback. And that's Bowman right side, turns it back up the middle. And he's got to pick up about 6, maybe 7 on the play.
And their adjustment this drive, let Bowman play tailback.
Yeah, 2nd and 4.
Get ahead of steam running downhill.
Second and 4 for the Bucks at their own 32-yard line. And that's Bowman looking to go on the right side.
Nowhere to go.
No, maybe a yard. He leans forward 4 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3. And we have a whistle and timeout Woodbridge. Maybe a bit early for me. I want to see what they do on this 3rd and short.
Well, it's 2:42. And I think they want to make sure that they have enough time to get the ball down the
Right.
field.
Yeah, but they get this first down. So it's going to be a 3rd and 3.
You talk about a critical point. I think Coach Bell wanted to make sure his defense understood what their responsibilities
Right.
were going to be. because, sometimes you watch defenses, they'll get in that situation, and we're going to take the timeout after third down.
Right.
And you get a good gain on that down, and then it's first down again.
Right.
And then you've lost more time. So I understand what he's trying to do there. I don't know if I would have taken the timeout there, but I get what he's trying to do.
Right.
This is a critical down, trying to get the ball back to your offense.
3rd and 3. The Bucks come back on the field, pistol formation with Bowman at the tailback, Bennett at the quarterback. And it's going to be Bowman up the middle, and he's nowhere to go. There's a fumble.
Fumble. Woodbridge has the ball. I think Woodbridge had the ball. He must have lost.
They're going to say Milford ball, so.
David Bowman lucky there. That would have been crazy finish. So it's 4th down. Woodbridge takes their final timeout.
With 2:20 to go, Woodbridge uses their last timeout. We're going to stay right with the action, folks.
And do you see what I mean, though?
Right.
So Coach Bell calls timeout there on 3rd down. Draws one up in the dirt on a little run blitz.
Right.
Right. Almost gets a turnover. So here now you got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. You're telling your guys now, lay off the punter.
Right. We're going to return this.
Yes. Lay off the punter. And Milford has had special teams problems all year.
Right. Don't help them.
Right.
So a loss of what? 1 on the play.
Yep.
So we're looking at a 4th and 4.
And, a lot of these snaps, too, back to the Milford punters, it's taken a lot of time.
Right.
They haven't been great.
Right. Yeah, he's had to step back. I don't know if he steps back all the time, but he has. This is only my second time seeing Milford. And
So
when he receives the punt, he takes a step back and then comes forward.
So
On the punt is Gaglione. Back deep goes Westcott and number 6, Massey, Richard Massey. Oh, high snap.
there you go. That's just what I was talking about.
It's going to be a low punt. It's going to get out to about the 40. And a flag.
Another flag. What does that call?
I cannot.
What is he calling? Is this going to be a block in the back?
Personal foul on Milford.
Wow. This game got more interesting now.
Yes. Is that going to be the mistake that we talked about?
It could be.
So that's going to put the ball at the Milford 45.
That's a dead ball 15.
Yeah, 2:12 to play. Coach Strickland wants to know what's this about. Something happened around the 50.
Yeah, well, I was looking. I didn't see a block in the back. I didn't see anything. Somebody must have said something.
1st and 10, Woodbridge. Haynes drops back and throws low in the dirt.
Well, and that's a good spot. You're going to put that ball down and away where your receiver can get it. Looked like number 12, Eric Bennett, was kind of in the throwing lane. So you got to put that down and away towards the sidelines. Haynes does a great job.
2nd and 10.
And it stops the clock. So we said gut check.
Yeah, both ways now.
It's definitely gut check.
Haynes drops back under pressure.
Nowhere to go.
And he's going to get sacked.
Nowhere to go.
I thought with 2:12, Woodbridge had time to run the ball.
Yeah, and now you're sitting at 3rd and long.
With no timeouts.
And forced to throw.
3rd and 14.
You can't take a sack there. You have to know to throw the ball away.
Pistol formation.
Defense is confused on who to line up on.
That ball's hit coming out of his hands. And it's going to fall incomplete. 4th and 14.
Well, we watched Woodbridge throw the Hail Mary last week.
Yeah. Minute 35 to play, and Woodbridge just did it to themselves here in this drive. Sean, they get the 15-yard penalty and throw 2-3 incompletions.
Yep. There was plenty of time where they could have worked the middle of the field.
Right.
Or run the football.
You only need a field goal to win.
Yeah.
And you've got one already today.
Well, that sack was huge. You got to throw the ball away there.
Pistol formation.
Double slot.
Haynes
Milford
drops
trying to
back.
bring
He's under
pressure.
pressure. And he's going to get sacked
They
again.
got him.
Turnover on
Wow.
downs.
What a game.
Wow.
But let me tell you, it's not over.
No.
It is not over yet. But Woodbridge having no timeouts, making it really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, you use the timeouts, you get the ball back, and then you throw 2 incompletions and take 2 sacks.
Yep.
So minute 28 to play. Milford takes over. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 at the Woodbridge 48. Sean, they can run this out. They're going to take a timeout. I think they can just take 3 snaps and run this out.
Yep. But you got to get those snaps. It's got to be perfect.
Right. Yeah, and you haven't been under center all game.
Yep.
So we'll stay with it with a minute 28 to go.
My hat's off to the Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah. Great game. Playing without their quarterback. If this holds true, they will go up to Wilmington Friends or play Wilmington Friends. We don't know where that game will be, and they'll be going up against the master, Bob Tattersall.
Yeah. Coach Tattersall, he's a legend in the state and the winningest coach, right, in the state.
Yeah, yes. Winning's active.
Yeah. Hey, just to let you, Coach Tat was the Friends coach when I was playing.
Yeah, when I was playing, yeah.
Louisiana.
Right.
You know?
What, 40 years now?
Yeah, he just does an amazing job. Okay, so you got my first trivia question. We're talking about Rob Tattersall. What high school did Coach Tattersall graduate from?
Oh, good God. I have no idea.
William Penn High School.
Really?
Yeah, he's a William Penner.
So Bowman going to come in under center and take a knee. And that'll run it down. They'll probably 2 more snaps.
And look at the sportsmanship. I really like to see great sportsmanship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, they're shaking hands already.
So as the clock winds down, Sean, a couple more snaps here. Louis Pizza, player of the game. David Bowman, number 3. And like you said, he put this team on his back. He had to play quarterback. He played a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job tonight. He's such a great kid. He works hard. He runs hard. And he has great knowledge of the game. He is their all-time leading rusher. He is their all-time leading tackler. Folks, you've seen one of the greatest Milford players of all time.
Next week, I don't think you did the Friends Woodbridge game with me. Friends is going to bring out a much bigger defensive line next week. They gave Woodbridge fits. Woodbridge a late touchdown to win the game. What do you think of that matchup next week?
Well, the offensive line really is where the games are won and lost.
Right.
And that happened here today.
Right.
Milford's offensive line really took control of the game when they needed to. And so we're going to see how this defense, which is really tough, they've played great all year. We're going to see how the Buccaneers can, respond to that challenge. I'm interested in that matchup.
Right.
Because I'll be honest with you, the defending state champions, Woodbridge Blue Raiders, hey, they were a favorite in this tournament.
Right.
By a lot of people.
Well, I think up until week 10, I think Delmar turned some head. Everybody just kind of like Delmar couldn't do it. And then their last 2 weeks of the season, they showed everybody who they were.
Yep, and congratulations to the Milford Bucks.
Absolutely.
This is their first playoff win since 2008 when they were state champions.
So they move on to the semifinals where they will face Wilmington Friends, who beat Tower Hill today 14-6. Wilmington Friends was without 2 wide receivers this week. We'll see if they get any back. They lost 1 in the game against Woodbridge, and then they lost another one in the season-ending game against Tower Hill. So, that's going to kind of limit Tattersall's options next week too.
Well, sure, but if they can establish a line of scrimmage and run the football, they only need 1 receiver to throw the ball to in a play action pass type of situation. So But, hey, David Bowman, 3 for 4 passing.
Right.
With a
Right.
touchdown.
And yeah, and the touchdown, I thought the kid was going to fair catch it. He was wide open. Ball was high in the air. I was like,
into the wind.
wow. Yeah,
Into the wind.
what a game for both teams. I mean, wild finish. It comes down to a missed extra point 2 weeks in a row that the Woodbridge Blue Raiders put themselves in trouble with a mixed extra point.
Absolutely. And I thank 302 Sports for allowing us to do this game because
Right.
this was a special day for the Milford community. Woodbridge will be back. They'll bounce back from this. There's a lot of lessons learned. But hats off to Coach Strickland and the Milford Bucks.
They moved to the semifinals.
Awesome, awesome job. You know, this game could have gone either way. We came down to who was going to make the last mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Missed extra point.
Yep, absolutely.
Missed extra point.
And then the guys taking the sack, you know, and not getting rid of that ball.
Yep.
Yeah, just.
But both teams, you know, had a lot of penalties. 6 penalties for Woodbridge, 7 penalties for Milford.
So here's the lineup for next week. Tomorrow, the DIA football committee will sit down and set the dates and times. All our semifinals are set. Let's start with Division II, where we are tonight. The number 2 AI DuPont Tigers will play the number 8 Del Mar Wildcats. That game will be at AI DuPont. I would assume a Friday night because AI normally plays on Friday night, and they are the higher seed. In the other semifinal, the number 3 seeded Wilmington Friends Quakers will take on the number 4 seeded Milford Buccaneers. Not sure where that game will be played. Friends played at AI DuPont today. They sometimes will play their games at Tower Hill.
Right.
So we have to wait and see. That most likely will be a Saturday game, but we'll have to see what the committee says. Then in Division I, Middletown, they have the Friday night game. The number 1 seeded Middletown Cavaliers, 10-0. They'll take on the number 5 seed William Penn Colonials. That game Friday night in Middletown. And then the other semifinal in Division I is a game that I believe we'll have. Number 2 Smyrna at 8-2 versus number 3 Hodgson out of the Blue Hen Conference. That game will be at Smyrna, assuming that's probably going to be a Saturday night game as they try to spread them out. So we'll see. I know I'll be doing the Smyrna game because our upstate crew will be handling the Middletown game.
Right.
And I'm not sure what other game we'll have. But I believe we're moving to NFHS for the semis.
We are.
Yep. So we'll be NFHS. So you have to, folks, check out the NFHS network. That is through, you can go through the DIAA site. That is a subscription site. So you'll have to, if you want to watch the games live next week, they are contracted with the DIAA. So the game will have to be streamed through the NFHS.
And it's not an expensive subscription either. And there's so many other things. You can watch games if you join the NFHS network from across the country.
You can watch the wrestling semifinals and state finals because I'll be calling them too.
Hey,
so
you can watch the Division I and Division II Delaware State Field Hockey Championships.
That's correct.
That I did today.
Right.
Amazing games. I really suggest watching the Del Mar Tower Hill Division II final. That was an exciting game. It came down to the wire.
So, folks, from Milford, for Nick Halliday, producing up in Wilmington, our cameraman Trey Mitchell, for Sean Brennan, I'm Benny Mitchell for 302 Sports. Folks, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good night.